Happy anniversary, baby. So 21 years. So I thought we'd do something special. And we're at Disney's Riviera Resort, and we're going to eat at Topolino's Terrace tonight, which is a French-themed restaurant. It's supposed to be really good. I've heard good things about it. We're going to be there at the time of the Epcot fireworks. So they're saying you have a gorgeous view of the fireworks while you're there.
I'm excited.
I know. So let's see how our dinner comes out. It's a little overcast, rainy today, but we're not going to let it stop our day. This is a gorgeous resort. I'm looking at the pools. I like how it overlooks the bay, and it's got the skyliners in the background. There's another pool over there. And that's the restaurant we're going to be eating at right up there. So I'm excited. It's very elegant, very classic. This is a DVC resort, so you can't just stay here unless you have DVC membership or you're looking at renting some points from someone. But what did you find, Brandy?
I did find, we'll show you early. I was able to find, I got some ears.
Yes.
It's kind of dark out, you can't see, but they're real pretty. They're pink and blue, and these were $44.99.
Mm-hmm.
Super cute. And I got, let me get it out, the matching lounge fly.
I love it. I love that lounge fly. I love
The detail. Look how gorgeous that is.
That's the great thing about visiting the resorts, even if you don't stay at the resort, is you get all these resort specific merchandise.
And this is $85.
Mm-hmm. And see, it even has Disney's Riviera Resort.
That is beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
And I believe you can take the Skyliner here.
Yeah. Yep. It's actually the stop if you're going from Hollywood Studios to Epcot. This is the stop where you switch out between. So instead of switching, just walk over to the resort and you can come grab you some Riviera Resort lounge flies and ears. Look at the bread. It's like a flower. So pretty. Brandy's trying the bread, which came with a extra virgin olive. Mm. Is that good?
It tastes like an olive.
I'm gonna have to try this olive.
It's really good.
Is it good? What was that again? You don't know?
You have to look it up.
The Pêche Repose.
It's very good.
Peach, mint, lemon, and soda water.
It's
And,
really good.
and this French rose, oh my goodness, that is so good. It's Kettle One Citron vodka, Pombier creme de pamplemousse rose liqueur, raspberry, agave, lemon, and soda water. Oh, it is refreshing. And you can really taste the rose. Look at that Frito misto. It's artichoke, clamshell mushroom, zucchini, herb emulsion, golden raisin mostarda. That is pretty.
I'm gonna try mushroom with golden raisin mostarda.
I don't know what any of this stuff is. It looks fancy. Interesting.
It's interesting. It's good though. It's really good.
Yeah.
If you like mushrooms and raisins, it's really good.
Look at that rigatoni. What you think, Mom? Is that good?
But it's really good.
It is gorgeous. Look
And I
at
got mushrooms too.
oh yeah. That's some pretty mushrooms. A big bowl too.
It is gorgeous.
Brandy loves mushrooms, in case you can't tell.
That is delicious.
And look what I got. That is like some pretty fish and mussels. I mean, that is just gorgeous. You can't ask for better presentation than that. Fish. Oh, I love that smell. I just love the way the French do their seafood. The way they, I mean, it is so different. You know, I grew up in the South, and this is just such a different flavor, but it's gorgeous, and it tastes so good. Look at that gorgeous chocolate cake. What is it? It's got caramel inside?
It's a warm chocolate cake with caramel and raspberries
Oh, that looks
and
good.
I guess whipped cream.
Uh-huh. That looks real good. And look what they brought us for our anniversary. I love it. It's a brownie with a Madeleine on top.
That's so cute. Thank you, Riviera Resort.
I took a walk over to the Skyliner station just because I wanted to show you how beautiful this is. And to me, this almost makes this resort so worth it. Look at these designs. Well, first you've got the gorgeous fountain. So Skyliner will take you to Epcot or Hollywood Studios. Look at that. So that's just a mural of Rapunzel. And then if you walk further down, they have a gorgeous mural of Peter Pan. Look at that. Yep, there they are. Beautiful. It's really nice. And there's your Skyliner right there. Looks like they're still moving. All right, friends. Well, we had a wonderful night, a wonderful evening. It's the next day. We had to cut our evening short. The rain just got the better of us. So you notice we didn't get a whole lot of the resort. You'll also notice when we were in the restaurant, we tried to keep our clips short and quiet. We didn't want to disturb the people around us and ruin their evening. So we did the best we could. But it was a great meal, I thought. When I was looking at Topolino's online, I was actually looking for reviews, and I had trouble finding reviews of the dinner experience. There's tons of reviews online about the breakfast, because they have a character breakfast, which is really family oriented. And then at night it becomes a Disney signature dining experience. So that's what we did. And I was also kind of nervous because if you look at the pictures online, to me the pictures were kind of plain. I don't think they do the restaurant justice with the pictures that they have online. When you get there, it's really a gorgeous restaurant. It was really pretty, and the food was terrific.
Yeah,
don't you think?
I do. I agree about the pictures of the restaurant online. It wasn't that impressive, but actually getting off of the elevator and walking up and going into the restaurant, it was really a pretty restaurant.
Yeah.
Going into it.
It was very nice.
Very different, I guess, from the character dining in the daytime once you go to dinner in the evening.
Yep. And as we said before in the video, the dining it's French Riviera style. So it's the waitress described it as South France Italian. And she said that it's not focused on pasta so much as vegetables and meats and seafood. So it was a really different experience. We've eaten at Epcot, at the France Pavilion at Epcot, and I didn't even realize, I mean, it's a different type of food than if you were to go just eat at a typical French restaurant. And I actually preferred the food here to just your standard French fare. Yeah,
I did too. I think I liked this one better. I liked the style better, the style of food.
Yeah, and so what we did was we started with, for our appetizer, we got the Frito Misto, which was artichokes, clamshell mushrooms, zucchini, herb emulsion, and golden raisin mostarda.
Yeah, and this is plant-based. Everything in it is 100% plant-based. So if you're, vegetarian or I guess vegan, this is something that you can try. It was phenomenal. We liked everything in this dish. It was really good. It wasn't oversalted. It wasn't overseasoned. It was just right. It had a really nice flavor. Sometimes with mushrooms, the mushroom can overpower a dish, but this was very good.
And it was neat. The mushrooms were almost tasted fried.
Yeah, it was
so
really
it was almost
interesting.
like eating a tempura fried mushroom.
Mm-hmm.
And it was really good. And I loved the raisins. The raisins were sweet, so they added that touch.
With the mustard, it was really good. And then, of course, you could take your bread that they give you and you could like dip it in the bottom if you wanted, because that's what we did. But
and we got to talk about that bread. Not so much the bread. I mean, it is standard baguette type bread, but that olive oil.
Oh yeah.
And the olive oil, I have never tasted olive oil and I mean, this is going to sound funny, that tasted like an olive.
Yeah, it did taste like an olive. Like, we use olive oil here at home, and if you've ever tasted it, it tastes more like oil than it does olive. It's got a small hint of olive to it, but it tastes more like an oil. But this tasted just like an olive more than it did oil.
Yeah, it was amazing.
Tasted just like...
It was like you squeezed an olive and dipped the bread in the olive juice. And I actually looked it up, and the brand is Jean Reno, and the name may sound familiar because he's the actor, Jean Reno, the French actor, and he has his own olive, what do you call it?
Farm?
Olive, I don't know what you call it. Farm.
Vineyard?
Olive vineyard, yes. Sorry, I couldn't think about it. But he has his own olive vineyard, and so he produces this himself. So you can actually look it up online and buy it as Jean Reno olive oil. And I mean, boy, I'm seriously thinking about buying it just because it was so good.
Yeah, it did not have an oily taste to it. It didn't at all. It was very, very clean and very, very good. I mean, you didn't need to add anything to it. It was really good. The bread was even good. Everything there, from the bread to the appetizer, tasted really good.
Oh yeah,
very clean, very good.
Mm-hmm. And then for our entrees, what did you get?
I got the rigatoni. Yeah, I got the rigatoni. That had braised chicken with broccolini and I think the pancetta, and that also had wild mushrooms. I love mushrooms, and it had black truffle. So if you like truffle, that was really good. And you can get enhancements with your meal. It is an extra charge, but I got the roasted mushrooms with mine, and those roasted mushrooms were delicious.
Oh yeah.
I mean, so if you are a roasted mushroom person or a mushroom person or truffle person, the rigatoni dish with the addition of the roasted mushrooms was divine. I mean, it was really good. It had a very nice earthy flavor to it. It wasn't overpowering though, because I know sometimes truffle can be a little overpowering if you're not careful with how to use it. But that was an excellent dish. Again, the seasoning, and I'm a person who likes salt, but you did not need to add any salt, any seasoning, anything to this dish. It was so good. I really thoroughly enjoyed both of those dishes.
Yeah, I could have just gotten a bowl of those roasted mushrooms and eaten it. And I'm not a huge mushroom fan. I like mushrooms, but they were so good.
Yeah,
it was really neat.
Yeah, he doesn't really like mushrooms, but those were really good. Yeah, those were really good.
And then I got the bouillabaisse, which was it was a fish stew with red snapper, branzino, clams, shrimp, squid, mussels, and then it came with some French bread and with a saffron roulette.
Yeah, which was a dip.
Which was a little dip, yeah. And it was really good. I loved the flavor of the broth. I thought was really good.
It was nice and fishy, but it wasn't overly fishy, because we have had some bouillabaisse before that was like so fishy that it was very hard to palate. But this was very, very balanced. Everything that we had there, from the appetizer to the entrees, was very balanced. It wasn't overpowering. One thing did not overpower the other. The seasonings, the ingredients, they all complemented one another. So I thoroughly enjoyed each dish that we tasted there. It was very nice.
Oh yeah. Yeah, and if you like fish dishes, I mean, this was very good. The snapper was cooked perfect. The squid was good. You know, sometimes got to be careful with squid and octopus because it can be chewy. But no, I mean they cooked it very well, and I mean, of course, the clams were great. If you really enjoy that, I love that type of food. All the different seafood dishes, the shell. Seafood, and I thoroughly enjoyed it.
And the saffron dip for the bread was not bad at all. I mean, sometimes you got to go out on a limb and you just have to try something new.
Yeah.
You know that.
I mean, I wasn't all that impressed with it. I mean, to me, it didn't have much of a flavor. I more enjoyed just dipping the bread in my soup.
Saffron is kind of a strong flavor to begin with. You know, you just need just a little bit of it, but. Yeah, everything was really good. Those drinks were really good.
Oh yeah, the drinks were good, and because Brandy just got a non-alcoholic drink.
Yeah, I do non-alcoholic because I can't have the alcohol at the moment. But it was really good.
Yeah,
I don't remember.
I'm looking to see what it was here. I'm trying to pull it up, but it almost tasted like a mint julep.
Yeah, it was very close to a mint julep.
Oh, here it is.
Yeah,
it was called is that
a Péché Repose. It was peach, mint, lemon, and soda water, and then they gave you a lemon that you could twist in it. It was very good. It was one flavor did not overpower the other, and there was no alcohol in it. She was very, very careful to explain, you know, what each one was and how they tasted. There was one non-alcoholic cocktail that was listed on the menu that she said, even though it's listed as non-alcoholic, there is like a small percentage of alcohol on it. She said, so they don't necessarily recommend it for people who are under 21 or those who are trying to avoid alcohol 100%. So I think it's called the Bee's Knees, even though it did look really good and I probably would have gotten that one. Yeah. So I did appreciate the fact that she, you know, let me know that, you know, because I might have still gotten it because a little bit of alcohol I can handle, but a larger amount I can't do.
Because she said it was less than 1%. It's called a zero proof cocktail, so it's got a non-alcoholic gin in it.
Yeah.
But she said even non-alcoholic gin has got, you know, like it's got about 1% or a little less than 1%. Yeah. So it still does have a touch of alcohol in it.
But I appreciated the fact that she let me know that. So I just went ahead and went with this other one, and it was very good. And which one did you get? I
got the French Rose.
Yeah.
Which I really enjoyed it. It was a Kettle One, I don't even know how to pronounce that. Citron vodka. With a Combier Creme de Pamplemousse Rose Liqueur with raspberry, agave, lemon, and soda water. And you could really taste the rose. That's what I appreciated about it, was you could taste the rose. I've had rose wine before, and I just love to be able to taste the flower petals. So I really enjoyed it. I thought it was good. It was refreshing. It was a good compliment to the meal.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And then we got a dessert, and we shared it.
Yeah, we got the chocolate cake for dessert, which was it was rich.
Yeah,
but it was.
It was a warm chocolate cake with it was kind of like a lava cake. It was a caramel center with raspberries and a little thing of vanilla ice cream and what was it, whipped cream?
Yeah, it had some whipped cream.
It was very rich and very good. It was like a chantilly whipped cream, I think. But anyways, it was very good. It was plenty for two people to share, because after you eat all that rich food, it was plenty for two people to share. It was very, very good. Very great. I would give Topolino's a 10 out of 10. It was fantastic. They don't get enough reviews. There's not enough reviews of Topolino's online for dinner, especially.
It's a perfect date night.
Yes.
I mean, it really is. Like, say you're staying at the resort and you want to leave the kids in the room for a little bit, run over there and go get you some nice dinner.
And it is a DVC resort.
Yeah.
So you have to be a DVC member to stay there. But you can, make reservations. Anybody can make reservations at the resort. If you want to check out the resort, check out the little shop at the resort. You can take the Skyliner there as well if you can't get reservations at the restaurant. But you can definitely check out the resort.
Yeah, I would definitely recommend, just for fun, take the Skyliner to the resort.
It's
and
beautiful.
Get you some coffee or tea at the Petite Cafe. And they have little French desserts that you can get, and you can just sit in their lounge. They have a gorgeous lounge with full of memorabilia. So and then you can kind of walk around the resort. It's neat. They have pictures of Walt Disney and his family at the French Riviera. So all through the halls, and then in some of the halls we noticed they had Disney movie posters in French. So it was the French movie posters. So it's just fun stuff like that. It's fun to walk around and look. And, of course, you have your exclusive merchandise. At each of the resorts has their exclusive merchandise in their shops. They had Riviera shirts. Brandy got the bag, of course, and the ears. So it's definitely worth just stopping by, looking the resort over. It's a gorgeous resort.
And now we have some V.I.Passholder news.
Right. Get Figment out. Figment's got our news.
So if you are a pass holder, Passholder Days are coming up right around the corner, I think starting the end of this month and into, I think, June.
Yep, May 31st to June 30th. V.I.Passholder
Yep,
Days.
so very, very excited. There will be a Figment magnet. I know that there was one already, but we'll be getting another Figment magnet, and I think that's going to be starting May 31st to June 30th, and that's going to be at Epcot again. You'll be able to get that magnet, and it'll be a little different. You won't have to do a virtual queue this time. It'll just be while supplies last. So, so if you're in the area, or here on vacation, and you're at Epcot and you're a pass holder, go over and get your Figment magnet.
Yep. So one of the things that I enjoy about the Passholder Days is the discounts.
Yeah.
So they're going to be additional discounts at some of the Disney shops. There's going to be additional discounts at dining. I know, especially at Epcot, a lot of the if you're a pass holder, you'll know that the food booths don't offer you discounts. But this time of year, for this month, for June, you'll be able to get discounts at some of those booths. So they actually have the list posted. If you use your Walt Disney World app, which everybody does, of course, go to the Pass Holder Buzz, and from there, there's a link that'll take you to the website, and it'll give you a list of everything that's offering discounts. June.
So the increase for merchandise, I think, is going to be 30% for select merchandise. It's a select, and then for dining, it's going to be select. So it's going to be like 20% on certain dining. And then one of the neat things is going to be, there's going to be a temporary pass holder lounge that's going to be at the Land Pavilion at Epcot. So that's going to be fun. So if you're a pass holder, again, this is all for pass holders. So you'll have to check that out, if you're at Epcot. I know that's something that we're going to check out because summer's here and it gets hot. So need a place to cool off. That'll be fun.
And that's something that I think Disney is lacking, that the other parks in the area, they all have permanent pass holder lounges.
Yeah.
We went to SeaWorld last week, and the pass holder lounge was gorgeous there. I mean, it was nice.
Yeah.
They had free drinks, AC.
And Universal has a pass holder lounge.
Universal has their pass holder lounge. I think Disney, you need to give us a pass holder lounge year round.
I know DVC has their lounge.
Yes, DVC gets their lounge.
Pass holders need a lounge too. We'd like to go in and cool off and sit down and You know, so that's really cool. So I
we're
think
definitely looking forward to seeing it.
yeah.
I'm curious to see where it's going to be. I'm trying to think of where in the Land Pavilion they would put it.
Yeah.
Unless
I'm not
there's
sure
some
yet.
secret room that we don't know about.
So we'll have to, you know, stay
Well, we're
tuned.
definitely going to be heading that way as soon as the month starts, and
Yeah,
we're going to
so we'll
try
have to
that
figure
because
that out.
I want to go. If in case you can't tell, I love Figment, so I want to go. They're going to have a special photo op for pass holders next to the fountains in front of Journey into the Imagination. So they said they're describing it as photo props, Figment photo props. So I want to see what that's all about. And they're going to be doing the magic shots at Animal Kingdom with Wally and Eve just for pass holders.
So if you are a Wally and Eve fan, you know, and you hop on over to Animal Kingdom, you know, and get those photo props, those special photo opportunity.
So we're definitely looking forward to that, and we're going to keep you up to date of anything new that comes up as far as the pass holder days. You know, if anything, as we get more information, we'll let you know. But that's what we know for now.
And again, if you go over on your Walt Disney World app to the Pass Holder Buzz, there will be more details on the food booths that are going to be doing the discounts. And I think there might be they might be listing some stores that might be doing the discounts. I'm not sure, but if you go over there, it'll give you more details.
Yeah, it looked like a lot of the booths are offering discounts. A lot of the flower and garden booths.
Yeah. So they'll be able to give you a list and more details. You know, there'll be, I think, some like blue words, and you can click on them. There'll be links, and it'll take you. So it'll also give you, like, I think, a list of restaurants as well, where it'll give you the select, where it'll give you the extra dining discounts. So you'll be able to check that out, especially if you're going to be planning your vacations, if you're a pass holder for June. So you'll be able to check that out and plan accordingly.
Yep. So we're excited about that. So keep on the lookout. We'll be posting a video for that before too long.
Yep.
All right. But once again, we had a wonderful evening. Happy anniversary. Today is actually our anniversary. Last night was the day before anniversary. But today's our actual anniversary, 21 years.
Yep.
I can't wait for another 21.
Yep.
We're all excited. So, you know, until we see y'all again, if we don't see you around, we'll see you square.